Shalom and good rising. This is Naisha Come, also known as Jude, and I'm coming to do the rising reading for this morning. Okay, I'm gonna be kind of quick. Um, Basically, Spirit had me pull the cards as soon as I really kind of got up and started moving around this rising. So yeah. Anyway, let's see what Spirit has to say. I definitely asked for Spirit to, as I was shuffling the cards, I was asking Spirit basically what information, what insight do they want us to know, what energies um, are we working in today, or pretty much just insight into whatever could be going on with us now. Okay. Um, so here we go. The first card I pulled from the Angel Therapy deck, and I asked Spirit basically what should we be working on, um, and maybe what energy were we already working with. And the first card to come out was the Law of Attraction. Let me bring that really close. The Law of Attraction. And so this card says relationships and activities that you once enjoyed are now changing as you become more sensitive and aware of energies. And I was meditating on this card because after I pulled these cards, I had to run right to the restroom. So Spirit was talking to me about the law of attraction for us, about how we are a part of the law of attraction, whether we are aware of that or not. Um, but I think that more people are becoming aware of the law of attraction and some of the rules and things like that. And so more people are taking it a little bit more seriously. They're being a little bit more conscious about basically what they're focusing on and what they're thinking about. A lot of us might have been getting messages about being careful about what we think about, careful about what we focus on, because we are powerful manifestors. Most of us here are manifestors, period. Whether you know that you're a manifestor or not, whether you know that or not. So if you aren't aware, you might want to look into the law of attraction, look into some of the principles of the law of attraction, and then begin to see how they're already at work in your life. For those of us who are becoming more aware, and because we've studied or we are beginning or being pressed and pushed to study, I mean, the whole reason that we're supposed to be doing that is so that we can start to take more control, have more control over what it is that we're manifesting. So we can be more like the Most High, more like God, more like Source, which is the image that we are created in. There is nothing that we do not see that was not first thought of. And it's all a part of the Creator's desire that it be here. And it's even, the Creator, the Bible says that the Creator created good and evil. So to me, that talks about the balance of what happens between creators. Some of us are creating a lot of evil, and I don't know where this is freaking coming from. Now, I don't feel like it's because we don't sometimes I do think it's because of ignorance. I will say I think it's because of ignorance, but sometimes it's also because of our feelings. Whatever it is that we feel, whatever reasoning we have behind the negative thoughts that we may have towards people, they could still be harmful or evil towards them, or it could come across it can just come across as maybe mean, but there's nothing wrong with that, honestly, except for if it's not for the highest good of yourself and everyone who's connected to you, period. So we have to be careful, but what I'm saying is that we have manifested evil and we have manifested good. We have also done both, like the Creator, and that's basically what my point was. But a lot of us have been unaware of the power that we hold, unaware of how we create these things. There are some things that we've created evil for ourselves. Okay, moving on. Law of attraction is really important. I think that that's what a lot of us are thinking about. Many of us are focusing on something that we want to manifest. Okay, and so honestly, with whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, it is extremely important that you don't think about the things that you don't want to happen, as in focusing on them as a focal point, and especially not in fear, because those are the things that you're really going to attract to yourself without you even wanting to. So right now, it is imperative to focus on what you want. Anything that does not coincide with that, it has to go. Unless you're strong enough to where you can ignore other things like that. But if you're not, like many of us are not, you have to have a one-track mind. Moving forward, don't want to take too long here. Then I was led to go to the Guardians and Gemstone deck, asking for the affirmation um, for the day for us, and also that's going to be connected to this energy. And the card that flew out of the deck, first of all, I thought it was amazing how with each deck I picked up, except for one, with the exception of one deck, that was the Moonology deck, all the cards flew out easily. The Moonology deck, it did not. And I was like, okay, Spirit, if a card doesn't come out after this fourth or fifth shuffle, then I'm just going to feel like this is not the deck you want me to choose from today. So it didn't. So that was the only card that there was any, stubbornness with the cards that came from. Everything else just flew out smoothly. So here we go. The gemstone is copper, and it says, do you need some motivation to transform your reality? First of all, let me show you guys this beautiful card. All right. Do you find your mind wandering when you are trying to stay focused? Yes. If so, then you need to find your passion and begin experiencing the rewards that come with living it. Do what you love. Prosperity is yours, but you must take action. Wow. I have to say that's definitely on point for my ass. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Okay, the archangel that's connected to this gemstone is Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel, that's Zadkiel. Zadkiel. And it says, I am safe. I have constant protection surrounding me, deflecting anything that is not for my highest good. I have the courage and self confidence to create my world. It is easy for me to take action and move forward in life with joy and enthusiasm. You guys, if this is not what the flip I have been praying for specifically for myself, I know. Because of the things that I want to do. I want to be entrepreneurial. Not only do I want to be, I feel like I already am an entrepreneur, but as far as figuring out the actual steps to move myself forward in that lifestyle, I am not 100% sure how I'm going to manage that. And it also doesn't help that, you know, it is traditional to keep a job to make ends meet. Rarely do people take full on risk. Now, there are people who do, but they also have action. I feel like I'm in this place of kind of being nervous about actually taking the action that I feel like I might need to. But it's more so because I don't feel like I'm 100% sure of what that action is. But that's okay. I feel like Spirit is encouraging me, and I definitely think that it's encouraging you all who may come across this reading as well. And I feel like they're going to assist us. First of all, it's saying that we're already prosperous. This is attached to abundance and prosperity for us, guys. I think that's amazing. I got a reading, and this lady was saying that my cycle is already over with poverty. I just have to get moving, and I have to stop being afraid. So anyways, we'll see how that goes. The last and final card that came out, and I feel like this is the solution here. I don't know why, but I feel like this is the solution. So with this 3-card spread, I feel like the law of attraction energy is what's going on internally. And I feel like this second card, this right here, this is about what's affecting us. We're wanting prosperity, we're wanting abundance. We are wanting to be able to live a purposeful life, to enjoy every day with joy and enthusiasm, to get excited about what we do every day. That's what's motivating us with this whole law of attraction energy that we've been in. And I feel like this is the solution here. This is going to be how we can tap into that or something. So this card comes from the Black Moon Astrology Cards deck. And it is the 4th house, Roots. Oh my God. The number on this card is 82. 8 plus 2 is 10, which also talks about cycles. No, 10 talks about completions. 9 can talk about cycles. But the number 10 talks about completions. So I really feel like for a lot of us who are going to be attached to this reading, you guys, that we are going to be healing. And you know what? Spirit told me this like last week in a meditation. We're going to be healing some ancestral things when we tap into this energy of what we're supposed to, like creating abundance and prosperity. This second card as well from the Guardian and Gemstones deck was also very much so about manifesting and creating the world that we desire. So this is a very synonymous message, okay? And I feel like us doing that, we're going to heal ancestral bloodlines with that. And I also feel like there are people in our lineage who have already accomplished this. But let me keep it moving. Let me go ahead and get from the book. This is a brand new deck for me. And I want to see what the book has to say, just to see how it ties into what I feel the Spirit just gave me just now about that, okay? So I'm going to sit this back here as I get ready to read from the book. So it says, your question may somehow be rooted in the past. The fourth house is ruled by the moon and governs the feelings. All the ways that we are touchy and emotional, dreams, and our soul yearnings. Yes, 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 yes. It signifies the home, family, and the earliest phase of childhood. Even to the time shortly before birth, when we were still in the womb. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all something. In that meditation that I was telling y'all about, that Spirit informed me about some things. Spirit told me about how I didn't really want to come, because it's like I wanted to, but then just before it was time for me to be born, or before they were placing me in the womb, it's like I remember Source talking to me, telling me that I was going to be okay, that I had everything that I needed already. I had all the information locked inside of me. And that when, that each time it was going to come out as I needed it to, and I was going to understand more and more, and that I didn't really have to be afraid, but I was kind of scared knowing the task that was going to be before me, and I didn't want to come. It's so crazy. Spirit had me remember that just before. Spirit told me everything. I felt super loved. I felt like I could make it. But I was still a little nervous. I remember still feeling nervous about this whole experience, you guys. And Spirit brought that back up to me. Moving on. I just thought that was funny. Okay. It says, it is the babe within the womb. It is cover that protects us from the world. This house represents nurturing, giving nourishment, and safety. It symbolizes mothering and motherhood, and also the father who is able to mother and nurture his offspring. The fourth house shows the beginning of the family and holds the memories of our ancestors. Ancestors are going to help us, you guys. That's what this is mostly about. Not saying that it's not about the other parts. It really, really is. But a lot of us we could be looking to our ancestors at this time to assist us with bringing our manifestations to life, to helping us learn to take action in reality, on what our soul yearns for, on the dreams and desires that we have, okay? Moving on, it says, it represents the putting down of roots and the foundation to everything in our lives, our heritage and tribal affiliations. Literally, before I got ready to do the reading for this, I was in the mirror and my spirit was talking to me, and it told me what dress to put on. And I have this dress that says royalty. That's it. And it told me to wear that because, and it said that it's going to show me even more so just how true that freaking shirt is. I mean, this dress is. I have it on right now. But anyway, wow, it's just beautiful. Our tribal affiliations. In the fourth house, the self is centered and grounded, but also likes to hide away. As well as caretaking, it also represents hidden treasures and a place to retreat. There is both gentleness and emotional rawness in the fourth house. When this card shows up in a reading, home and family issues may have something to do with your question. And as it represents your current environment, family members and where you live, real estate, and land might also figure in as putting down roots or buying or selling a home. That's really important too for me. For some of us, we could be in real estate. We could be looking to buy land. A lot of us could be getting ready. We're wanting to establish foundation for our future generations. And this is something that we're thinking about, buying land, okay? So that we can have a legacy to leave to our children. And the beautiful thing about that is we'll also be healing, like I said, things in our family, because I know for me specifically, my father was very much into home life, very much about the family. He wanted to have things like land and a home that he could pass on, but that was something that he was not successful in creating here. So you just never know. Moving on, I saw 1515 as I was saying that. I don't know what that'll mean, but I'll look into that later. Anyways, it says blah, 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 blah. This card can be the predictor of a birth or new members of the family. So yep, somebody could be expecting already. Somebody could have literally just got pregnant. Okay. Um, anyway, it says this. All I'll say is that for me, for some reason, pregnancy really has been on my brain like on a higher level than ever before in my life. I don't really understand why. I do love children. I mean, I love babies. I'll just put it like that. I love children too, but y'all know once they get to this age where they can actually tell you yes and no and they start talking your head off, sometimes it could be like, but other than that, I absolutely love them. I love them. And I love once they get to a certain age where they can have understanding and carry on a conversation. But anyway, I've really been thinking about pregnancy and I've been having an urge myself to become pregnant. But I am not in a rush at the end of the day because I know that the Most High's time and divine timing is the best. Moving on. But I think that's amazing, that this card can predict birth or new members in the family, a pregnancy, and can sometimes mean care for the elderly, okay, including nursing homes and hospital stays. So some of us could be home health care people. Some of us could be doing some type of work where we're dealing with the elderly. I know for myself, I'm literally at a job where I deal with the elderly every day as far as at least communicating with them, and they have a special place in my heart. Now more than ever, it's really strange. I used to couldn't stand old people. I used to be scared of them. And I don't mean this in a negative, nasty way, but I'm just telling my truth. I used to be scared of them because some of them was mean. And some of them are the sweetest people that you'll ever freaking meet. So yeah, I've had a thing for them, but I've had a bad experience with them too. When I was really young, like I was 11 and I worked in a nursing home facility. And there was some that I used to be scared of and others I used to enjoy seeing them every day. Moving on, random ass shit, but the point is, hey, it says this card can also indicate the presence of angels and being directed by heavenly means. You guys, when I tell you, I'm gonna stop right there. That's what we need to know. We need to understand that we need to focus on what it is that we want to create and not anything that we don't, because we are in manifestation mode. Okay, this is very serious, and not only that, the divine is really helping us. The divine is protecting us. Also with that birth card, with the roots card, it's not just about the about birth of a new life as far as a baby. It could also be the birth of a new life as we know it. Changing a cycle. A cycle is ending, guys, with the number 10 here on this card. Cycles are ending for us and new life, new beginnings are coming forth. That is a beautiful thing. That is the reading that's the rising reading for this morning. I thank Spirit for directing me the way that they have. Be encouraged, you guys. Know that at this time, I think we're going to get a lot of messages and downloads as well from our ancestors on how to move forward with our business endeavors or with whatever it is that we're trying to manifest. You're going to get information from your ancestors. If you have not already invited them in, do that now. I know I personally have. So I'm so grateful. I also just received some Marie Laveau oils from a beautiful lady by the name of Aries I, the hip hop medium. And it's so funny. My package arrived, or at least I got it yesterday, last night, September 9th. Okay. Marie was born, or wait a minute, was it last night or what's today, y'all? Yeah, so I got it early this morning, September 9th. Her birthday, if I'm not mistaken, is either today or it's tomorrow. Okay. And so I just felt like we're in her energy. I think she was a powerful manifester. I don't know a lot about her, but I'll say she was a manifester, and she gives me the Queen of Pentacles energy, being a Virgo woman, obviously. And she did very well for herself after, you know, at some point in time in life. So I think that's what a lot of energy we're in. I'm not saying we all have to reference Marie Laveau, not at all. I'm just saying a lot of us are in grind mode. We are in, and it's not just about making money for us. It's about purpose. It's about passion. It's about changing our lives so that our children that come after us can have something better. So that's amazing. I love you guys with the love of the Most High. Please subscribe to my channel. Like this as well if you were helped, if it resonated with you. Watch some of the other videos that I have, guys. See if anything resonates with you then. Energy is constant, and it is, to me, ongoing. So those messages, no matter how far you go back, may still resonate with you, okay? Anyway, because it's timeless. That's the word I'm looking for. Energy is timeless. Moving on. I love y'all with the love of the Most High. I got to go.